Hello and welcome to yet again another episode of the Real Estate Playbook podcast, courtesy of Wonder Properties Kenya. Today I'm standing along Brookside Gardens, and behind me is the mighty Gaia Brookside Forest, which is a project by Wonder Properties Kenya. Now this beautiful project behind me is a 3, 4 and 5 bedroom apartments, and it's one of a kind. Now Gaia means goddess of the earth, and so one of the key elements of this project it is that it connects us to nature. And so this is such a home environment project, and if you look at the surrounding, it's also quite calm and quite serene, aside from the construction noise, which obviously we expect that it's going to be ending by June 2028 because that is the completion date. Now today we'll be taking a look at the progress of this particular project, where we are at, what is happening, how far we've come, and what are some of the things that they're taking into consideration. So we'll be speaking to the engineers of the Gaia Brookside Forest. Now also we did the diplomat progress, and we really appreciate your feedback. We appreciate some of your sentiments that have come in. In case you missed that episode, please check on our videos. I'll be attaching that link below. You can go take a look at that, because that means we are giving you a virtual tour. If you've taken your time, your money you've invested with us, we want to give you an update of where we are at with the Gaia Brookside Forest. So let's go meet the engineers who will be taking us through this particular project from the ground floor all the way to the top. Come along. So much for joining us. You can tell our audience who you are and what you do on site.
I'm the safety officer here at Gaia Project. When we look at the Dodge Act of 2007, it has put the responsibility to the employer to provide a safe working environment where people they can work and go back safe. So what I've done here is first of all, the employer has provided the PPEs. The PPEs they go with the helmet. The helmet, the work of the helmet is to protect any worker working here inside the construction from the falling objects. Then we have the reflectors. The work of the reflector is for the visibility. Then apart from that one, there is he has provided the safety boots. Also the employer has also provided the gloves. The gloves have been given to the people of steel fixing and the scaffolders. The work of the gloves is for protection and also for grip handling. Okay, so apart from that one also there is some extra safety harnesses where it is being provided to the scaffolders who are working at height, and there is also work permit in place which we are put in place because for the high risk job that have been done at the construction site. We provide the work permit for confined spaces, work at height, hot works, and the loading zone where we use the MEFOM or the crane. Yes. About the training also, okay, we do have training per month. We have the drills that we do follow. So per month we do like twice. Then apart from that one, on a weekly basis, we do have safety toolbox talks. That is on Monday and then on Friday. So the time is always from 7:30 to 8. Then apart from that one, in between Monday and Friday, that is on Tuesday to Thursday, we do have safety briefings or safety toolbox talks also, because at the end of the day, before they start or they begin their work, they have to have a toolbox talk. Their foreman, they take them through. Then that is when they are given the chance to start their duties.
Thank you so much for joining us. Maybe you can tell our viewers who you are and what you do on this site.
Okay, thank you so much today for coming. Engineer Puritin Zilani. I am the assistant site engineer here at Gaia. And here we are building 3 blocks. And this is our batching area where we do our concrete. So currently we are using class 30 for the slab, columns, and all the structural elements. So this is where we do our batching. We have the fine aggregate, which is the sand, and then we have the coarse aggregate, which is the kokoto. So we have the cement as well. So that is our new technology that we use for batching for every class that we have here, class 30. And we also do cube tests once every slab is casted to ensure it meets the required strength.
So engineer, if I go around the construction site, that class 30, is that what I'm going to find that you've used as for concrete enhancement?
From the basement level, we were using different classes for the slab and the columns. So for the slab, we had class 40 up to class 50 for the basement. But now as we progress upwards, since the load is transferred downwards, we reduce the classes. So currently we are at the 20th floor. So we are using class 30 for both the columns and the slab. So no, the class is not the same from the basement up to the top.
So the higher you go, the less class you use, cluster you use. All right, and how often do you conduct inspections on quality around the site?
So for quality, our site is, we do not compromise on quality. So before casting is done, we usually have different types of checks that we do. The first one is structural on formwork. So for formwork, we have different types of inspectors who inspect the formwork. So they check whether it aligns with the required drawings. We also have steel work. We also check whether the required bars, the size, and the covers are there. For the columns, we also check the link size and everything that is required as per the drawings. That is on quality regarding structural. Again, we have quality regarding the concrete, where we do cube tests to ensure that it meets the required strength. After 7, 14, 21, and 28 days, we do all these cube tests. We also have quality on matters in our team as ourselves, where we have discipline and we ensure that everyone, even the foremen, are aware that any work that is substandard will be taken down. So quality begins with ourselves, to the foremen, and then now to the inspection. Yes.
Thank you for joining us. Please tell us who you are.
My name is Chris Alulu, site surveyor. We are on 13th floor, block B, doing partitioning for the walling. On block A also, we are continuing. The walling is continuing. We are on 30th floor. Now the masons are doing lindo to make sure the floor, completion of the floor by tomorrow, so that on Monday we start on 14 on the block AB.
And I know it's very important, especially with the walling or the partitioning, to be very precise, because the clients will be expecting, if we say this is the size they're going to get, if it's 387 square meters, they'll be expecting that. So how is it important that you ensure that those sizes are met?
Doing walling, we make sure we follow the measurement according to architectural drawings. No any changes. We normally follow the drawing to make sure the house has the correct measurements according to drawing. On block AB also, we are doing setting out on 15th floor. We have started after marking. We normally put one course for the mason to come and continue with the walling. Like now, right now where I'm standing, we have a washroom here. We normally raise up by 200, 300 up. We do concrete so that after the finishing of this house, in case we have a leakage on the washroom, it will not penetrate to the bedroom or to the sitting room. It only remains in the washroom before we call for the plumber to come and correct it. Whether the pipe is broken, we check the problem, what's the problem. That's why we see we are going to raise this one up with our concrete. We will do a steel before we do the casting of the concrete area raise up.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we've come all the way from the ground floor in between the floors, and currently we are on block AB on the 18th floor, and we want to get a quick update of where we are at now with the works on all blocks. So I'm still with Chris here. Let's get up to speed on what is happening.
We are on the 18th floor, where, as you can see, we are now doing the shuttering for 19th floor on the block AB, and as we are here right now, on block CD, we are now doing the rooftop. By the next week, we will be doing the casting of the rooftop, completion of CD. And then block EF, we are doing steelworks on 17th floor. We are still remaining with 3 floors to finish the skeleton for the rest of the building. By next month, hopefully, we are hoping to complete the skeleton by next month's mid-month, God willing.
All right, so please do tell our audience who you are and what you do here.
My name is Paul Kimani. I'm the site engineer, Gaia Brookside Forest project. Yes.
All right, so engineer, we'd love to know the progress of the show house on the second floor where we are at.
Yeah, so this is a 5-bedroom unit. We've already finished on partitioning, and now we are currently doing the finishes. The finishes are underway. Some are complete, some are not complete.
Also, one critical aspect for any buyer and the developer as well is to be able to deliver what they promise to the clients, and that is such a huge quality assessment as well of the project. And what I can see is a wall, and we'd love to, for you to take us through at least some of the renders on what had been planned and what we have right now.
I'm very much aware that the client main goal in every given developer's work, especially when buying off land, is the aspect of trust. They need to trust you, and you know it. Most of the time they buy it even before we do the show house. And so what we used to sell to them is the presentation, or normally what the architect would call the renders. So our key aspect, and especially Wonder Properties, is ensures that whatever we've been able to plan from the renders is exactly what they'll be able to deliver. Yes, and that I think plays a lot and also gives some sense of confidence to the clients. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So for example, there is a plan already that we have here for the walls. Yeah. So we have this one versus what has been able to that has also been delivered exactly as per the details. Yes.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have just walked into a designated area that would essentially be the swimming pool area, and this is on the ground floor. So it's been shaped out clearly, but we want to learn more from Paul here.
Thank you. This is the ground floor of the project, and this is one of the key essential amenities for this project. Well, this is the swimming pool area, and they are divided into 3 parts. We have the kids pool that is also divided into 2, the shallow end and a deeper part of it, right? For the adult pool, it's all one level, but near the corner where you have those columns, we'll be having a sit out for the for people who are going to be using the pool. We'll also have another jacuzzi on the other end of the pool. Yeah.
Engineer, notably, this swimming pool area definitely has columns, and I know for a buyer or somebody that is looking to be part of the family and community in this place, it's a question on how will they be able to swim in this kind of area, and at least for their safety, how is it going to work?
Swimming pool safety is one of the key aspects actually when you're coming up with a swimming pool. How you can be able to maneuver very well without any obstacle. But then having a swimming pool situated at a ground floor and having some columns in between would raise the question of how you would be able to ensure that it's there, but also ensure that the swimmers can be able to swim effectively. Well, what the whole idea is, you're going to make the column circular. For now they are rectangular, but you're going to do a circular finish that blends well, so that even when you're swimming, you cannot hit to a right corner, but have something that's blending well with the water. Yeah.
So, engineer, we've gone through the project right from the ground floor to the top floor. Now we're on the show house, and which is on the second floor, and the progress, is doing quite well. To a buyer and investor who believed in the idea right from when it was just on excavation, are we on track? Are we going to have it completed by June 2028?
That's a very interesting question. The aspect of timeline is very key, and especially to the buyers and all that. It has been a journey since we started this project. I reflect 1 year ago where we are and where we are right now. It's been a journey. Now, from the progress that we've been given by even my colleagues and where we are right now structurally, we are targeting to finish the structure probably in a month or 2 months time. What that means, if you have to be able to hand over by June 28, is that I'm having a near plus months of completion. Currently, you've seen what we've been able to do on walling and all that. We are halfway there, basically. So I have ample time to be able to do the finishes and all the smaller details that is involved. Yeah.